Good evening and welcome to Premier League Live. We've got a massive day of football ahead. 3 huge games, 3 huge stories, and it all starts right now. Welcome along to Premier League Live. Great to have you with us. We start today with a massive game at the Emirates Stadium. Arsenal against Manchester City. And this one could have real implications at the top of the table. As Andy, a real test between the two sides.
Yeah, absolutely, Rich. This is a real test between the two sides. Arsenal want to show they're genuine challengers. They want to prove they can match Manchester City over 90 minutes. But City, well, we know what they're about. They've got experience, they've got winners, and now with Messi in the side, they've got that extra bit of magic that can turn a tight game.
So here we go. A huge clash at the Emirates to start our day of Premier League action.
We are now here for the matchup between Arsenal and Manchester City. And there's a lot to play for here between the two sides here for this Emirates game this afternoon. North London forever is forever. And the real tune obviously behind us here, North London forever, making it very intimidating for Man City in this game. And certainly they really are. And Arsenal have been pretty good, they've been. Done alright, of course, drawing obviously 0-0 to United. They picked up a win obviously in their last game against Forest. And they have been okay. Also especially beating the famous Liverpool at Anfield also a couple of weeks ago as well. And Arsenal's in a very good performance in rate they are at the moment in that top 4 at the moment in the Premier League. And also Man City also is in the exact same position. But City, however, great win last week though. They won 7-2 to Manchester United. They did pick up a defeat by the Tottenham though, Arsenal's rivals on match day 2 at home. But at the end of the day, they are back in winning ways also, Man City. So there's a lot to really contend in terms of these two sides. They've got a lot to play for in terms of them in that top 4 and 5 in the Premier League at this moment in time. But yeah, good team. Obviously Gabriel playing as well, got Saliba. And also up front, we know Victor Gyökeres as well, the main striker for Arsenal here. But Ederson will be the goalie for Man City. Got Diaz, Gvardiol, Rodri as well. Phil Foden, Haaland, Messi as well be playing. They've still got a very strong team also ready for this game and be a capable team in this game to try and do the job. But here we go, we're on the way. It is Arsenal versus Man City. And let's get the game underway, shall we? And now here's to Bukayo Saka. Now Messi. Now here's Gvardiol. Diaz. Now here's to, again, Nathan Ake. And now Timber. Now here's Saka. No cutting here from Odegaard here now. Could be a chance here. Ooh, right in the keeper's hands. And now, all the way here now to Rodri. And now here's to, again, Reginders now. Here's to Messi. Now Reginders now the ball. Here's to Nathan Ake. And 50 minutes has already been played, by the way, here. Phil Foden now. Here's to Haaland. Nice pass back here now for Arsenal here. And now here's Rodri. Won the back here for City. Intercept. Now, lost it here slightly. Now Saliba. Now is Timber. That's a good pass to the Saka there from Timber here. Great pass there now to Gyökeres. Gyökeres runs through here. Looking for a goal for Arsenal here. A save right there from Ederson. Massive save there from Ederson here for Man City. Corner here. Header bounced away here from, obviously, from the Sky Blues of Manchester here. Phil Foden now. A great run here for him. All the way there to Rodri. Now here's again to Odegaard. And now Rodri. Messi. Now thrown here now for Arsenal. Now Timber. Now it's going to be a foul. Now Saka. And now again, hold it here to Diaz. Now Phil Foden. And Nathan Ake. Now Phil Foden. And now Foden here now. Rodri. Nathan Ake. Now Odegaard. Now Gyökeres now running through here now. Here for Arsenal. Oh, it could have been yellow card, by the way. And there's a massive opportunity right there, obviously for City to try and do something here in this game. He took out Odegaard out, so there will be obviously a goal kick for City, in fact, because Arsenal's chance went wide. Now here's Guardiola. Now Nathan Ake. We've got 5 minutes left of the game to go, by the way. 5 minutes left of the game to go. Foreign here for Saka. And now here's to Zamendi. And now here's Rodri. Now Nathan Ake. Okay, that's going to be a throw in here for Arsenal. Here's Saka. Now to Gyökeres. Ederson. And that's going to be that for the end of the matchup here at the Emirates. As obviously at the first half it ends with no goals scored between the two sides, as it ends 0-0 at the break. We are now back into the second half, and here we go between Arsenal and City. Now Phil Foden. Now is Cherky. And now Haaland. Gabriel. And now Trossard now. Zamendi. Odegaard. And now it's Erling Haaland. Shot saved. Messi. Oh, could have been. And a good block there from the defender for Arsenal. So that will mean there's going to be a corner in this game here. Foden will take it. Crossing the box. Header away. Now Bukayo Saka. Now it's Odegaard. Trossard. Now here's Rodri now for Man City. Haaland. Cross in. And he put the ball into the back of the net. And old Man City have made it 1-0. As Lionel Messi got there first before all the other players, and especially defenders of Arsenal in fact. And City have scored a goal here at the Emirates. And that's not looking good for Arsenal, by the way. They are now 1 goal behind in this Premier League game, all thanks to Lionel Messi. He was in a very good position at the right time, he was. And he knew where to put the ball as well, past Arsenal's goalkeeper Raya, and he's done that. And now Arsenal have got to get back in the game here, because they are behind now by 1-0 at home. This could be their first defeat of the season, by the way, for Arsenal, by the way, if they lose, of course, in tonight's game. But here's Odegaard. And now chance here. Save right there from Ederson. Now it's Haaland. Now it's Gabriel. Zamendi. Declan Rice. Now Zamendi. Now Lewis Skelly. Now is Declan Rice. And now Zamendi. Now is Odegaard. Odegaard now trying to break through Man City's defenders. And now Jerome Timber. Odegaard. And now it's Bukayo Saka. And there you have it, that's offside. Now Ederson now boots the ball away. And now here's to Gyökeres. Now Marino. And now here's Trossard. And there's a chance here now for Odegaard. Chance here for Saka. Oh, it could have been. And it could have been a goal there, an open goal. The keeper came out of this goal and it could have been a chance for Saka to score, but it's gone wide. Goal kick here. Arsenal now in the attack though, in fact. Here's Erling Haaland. We've got 3 minutes left of the game to go, and a save there from David Raya. Whistle's going to blow any minute now for full time, by the way. Save again for Raya. And it's all over, and Arsenal have lost their first Premier League game of the season on match day 5 of the Premier League. And all the City away supporters in a pub in Manchester is very happy about this matchup, especially for Pep Guardiola. Great win against Man United last week, 7-2 at home. But this week, they've won here 1-0 away from home against Arsenal in this matchup here. And yeah, good goal from Lionel Messi to win them the matchup here. The greatest player of all time, as it ends Arsenal 0, Man City 1.
Well, what a finish. Arsenal beaten at home, and it's the little magician again, Lionel Messi, separating the two sides. Andy, that goal, that's why they brought him to Manchester.
Absolutely, Rich. That's world class. The touch, the body movement, the finish, pure Messi. And look, Arsenal weren't bad. They defended well, had spells of possession, but when you're up against that, there's not much you can do.
Right then, let's head to the Merseyside derby, Liverpool against Everton, and trust me, there were goals, plenty of them.
And here we go, we are now for the kick-off underway at Anfield as Liverpool will play Everton. And we will be live, of course, in this matchup this afternoon. Lot to play for between the two teams, obviously in the exact same city together. And yes, the Liverpool players and the Everton players are in the, obviously, Liverpool tunnel at Anfield. They are getting ready here for this kick-off about to happen, as the two teams now walk down to pitch side for here Super Sunday Classic between these two sides. Liverpool fans singing "You Never Walk Alone" as they walk down to the pitch with real intimidation against the Everton players, by the way. You know, never walk alone. They really bitterly hate Everton. I know it's a friendly, let's say, derby as well, because these two obviously have a little bit, let's say, respect to one another, of course, since the Hillsborough disaster in 1989, when Everton fans and Everton team actually helped Liverpool in terms of the community, in terms of support, raising money in the city of Liverpool. But in terms of these sort of games, it is a rivalry though, despite all this. And that friendliness will come down to a real personal feud between the two teams, because we know that obviously Everton, you might have an Everton dad, you might have a Liverpool supporter of your son, in fact, and it might be a household clash also between mix of Everton and Liverpool supporters also in their houses. But within 90 minutes of the game, they both obviously rival against each other, but after, they are family. Anyway, moving on in this game here, by the way, we've got Sabitzer, Cody Gakpo, Darwin Núñez as well, Mateo, we've got obviously Virgil van Dijk as well in defence, Alisson in goal. As of Everton, however, by the way, they've got a very good team, of course, as we expect them to be. We've got obviously captain Jordan Pickford, we've got Braithwaite, Tarkowski, we've got James Garner, Garner Gayer as well, Calvert-Lewin up front, Dwight McNeil, and also Iliman Ndiaye as well in that wing position for Everton. So here we go. Let's get it underway for kick-off between Liverpool and Everton. And now here's Cody Gakpo. And now it's all the time here. Now here's Cody Gakpo here again. Now it's again here now to gonna go Dwight McNeil. And now Calvert-Lewin. And now Gravenberg. And now here's gotta go. And now McNeil. Now Sabitzer. And now here's a chance for Sabitzer now, running through. And he hits it in the back of the net. And it is 1-0 to Liverpool. What a start into the matchup, by the way. It's been okay, not much, but however, this goal right here was very important for them. As a finish from obviously Dominic Sabitzer, slotted that right home into the goal. As is a goal here for Liverpool to make it 1-0 in the game. Now Dominic Sabitzer will obviously be happy about this one. Okay, here we go. Everton obviously start things in the centre circle. And now is James Garner. And now is Gao now. Now Van Dijk. Now Gakpo. And now Nunez shoots and save. And now it's going to be a corner here for Liverpool. Corner here now. McAllister will take it. Now a cross into the box here now. Headed there from Van Dijk. And it's now obviously gone out obviously for a goal kick, by the way. And David Moyes, you can see obviously he is obviously really hoping that Everton can do something here, because at the moment Liverpool have been all over Everton, as you expect them to, as they're the home team, and plus Liverpool's a better team compared to Everton though, in terms of quality and also squad depth as well. Now Calvert-Lewin, chance here now, could be a chance for Everton, and all the way into the hands of Alisson. Cody Gakpo, Sabitzer, now to Darwin Nunez, and now here's to Sabitzer, and he hits it and he scores, as now Liverpool have made it 2-0, and I've got to say, absolutely amazing obviously for him. Sabitzer hits it into the goal, and it is now 2-0. And now obviously Liverpool are 2-0. And now Dwight McNeil. And now here's Robertson. And now Cody Gakpo. And now save right there into the keeper's hands. And now it's going to be a corner here for Liverpool. And McAllister will take it. Now cross into the box here now. Header from Van Dijk, and a goal for Van Dijk. And now it's 3 to Liverpool. Massive header into the goal. And look how big Virgil van Dijk is. There's nobody in that defence of Everton can stop him. And even the goalkeeper couldn't stop him as well. Unbelievable cross. And then Van Dijk right there. Big jump on that head. And it really took that through past the goalkeeper there into the top corner. And now David Moyes' side are now 3 behind. And Arne Slot will be very delighted, of course, that they've scored 3 goals already. Not even half time yet. Not even half time, and they're actually leading by 3. In the Merseyside derby as well, especially. We know how a big neighbourhood rivalry really is between Everton and Liverpool through the years. And looks like Everton's days always comes down to a defeat all the time. But here's Gakpo. McAllister. Salah! Goal! And now it's 4-0 to Liverpool now. Within 43 minutes in the game, Mohamed Salah has now placed another one into the bottom corner. And now Liverpool have now made it 4 in the game. And now Gay. And now Iliman Njai. Now Braithwaite. And that's going to be that for half time, by the way. As I've got to say, Liverpool have been absolutely amazing, obviously, in that first half. As the score at the break, it ends here as Liverpool 4, Everton 0. Now we are back now into the second half between Liverpool and Everton. 4 massive goals, by the way, for Liverpool, at home especially. Everton have been poor, they've been. And now is Mykolenko, now to Braithwaite. Now again, here's again to Alcanez. The ball here, now obviously here to Sabitzer. McAllister, Darwin Núñez. Now Robertson. Now is Cody Gakpo. Shot for Liverpool and a goal for Liverpool though. And now he's put it nailed in the coffin here now. Liverpool now are now 5 up here against Everton here this afternoon. And I've got to say that Everton's football has been really poor. They've been in the back, by the way. Finish, finish, finish. Nice and tidily in that bottom corner. What a finish as well. An amazing goal, I've got to say. In terms of the performance, by the way, in the team for Liverpool, however, in the second half so far. Now here's to Salah. And now is Kolenko. And now here's again. Cross in. Calvert-Lewin. Cross shot. Oh, save.
Substitution for Liverpool. Coming off the pitch, number 10, Alexis McAllister. To be replaced by...
That's going to be a substitute. And now it's going to be a throw-in. Now to Garnia. Garner now here's to Molenko. Now Molenko now. Now here's to again Darwin Núñez. And now all the way there again. Here's a chance here for Calvert-Lewin here for Everton. Not long left the game to go. Calvert-Lewin shoots, save. Allison got there first. And now is Trent Alexander-Arnold. And now here's to Darwin Núñez. And now Andy Robertson. Endo. And now Hugo Itikia. Now Salah shoots and obviously gone now out wide for a goal kick here for Everton. Now Jordan Pickford takes the goal kick. And now is Mateo now. Here's a chance to Endo now. is to Matteo. And that's going to be that for full time. Liverpool have done the business, by the way, and they've done it nicely. A real fashioned derby thrashing as Liverpool won the game miles off from Everton here this afternoon on Super Sunday, as the full-time score ends in the matchup, as it ends Liverpool 5, Everton 0 at Anfield here for this afternoon.
Well, what can you say? Liverpool 5, Everton 0. Total domination in the Merseyside derby. Andy, that was as one-sided as we've seen in years.
It really was, Rich. Liverpool were sharper, quicker, more aggressive. Everything Everton weren't. You can't go to Anfield and defend like that. You'll get punished. Liverpool were brilliant. Everton were miles off it.
Right. Let's move on to our next game. We head to Old Trafford, where Manchester United took on Chelsea, and there's a big story waiting for you. Here we go then. Manchester United versus Chelsea. Let's get to it.
And we are live here at Old Trafford, the Theatre of Dreams, Manchester United Stadium. And United had a very, very, very poor game last week, by the way, losing 7-2 to their Manchester rivals of Manchester City down the road. They lost 7-2 to Man City on that game. But however, apart from that, they've picked up 2 wins, 1 draw and also 1 defeat. And that defeat was humiliating for Man United. But hopefully in this game here over Chelsea, they can turn the tables and get the win over the line. That's their aim, that is their mission if they can. And Manchester United, of course, are in the home team, and obviously hopefully the fans of Man United will give them momentum to stop Chelsea and try and come back into winning ways again if they can in this matchup. And Bruno Fernandes shakes hands with the Chelsea players, and all the other players lead by example under Bruno Fernandes. Exempt Cristiano Ronaldo, though, is also the greatest player of all time, is also in the team. So we do have the lineup here for Manchester United, by the way, as we do have the goalkeeper will be Andre Onana, will be the goalie for Man United. In defence, we've got Lisandro Martinez de Ligt as well. We've got Ugarte, Fernandes captain, Ronaldo up front, Abremo in the wing, Rashford down the wing as well. And that's a very strong team for Manchester United. But as for Chelsea, however, strong team they've got. By the way, Roberto Sanchez, we've got Colville, Chalobah, Cucurella, Moses Caicedo, Fernandes, Cole Palmer, Pedro Neto up front, João Pedro. But they've still got good, decent team as well they've got. So there's all to play for in this matchup here between Chelsea and also Manchester United. And now here's Enzo Fernandez, Caicedo. And now is Enzo Fernandez here. Now Cucurella. Now Caicedo. And now Enzo Fernandez here. Now Cole Palmer. Now Euro. And now here's Palmer now. Now here's Fernandes. Shot. Oh, it's gone wide. And now it's going to be a goal kick here for Man United, by the way. And Nana will take it. Here's Ronaldo. And now Brian Abremo now. And now Ugarte. Cristiano Ronaldo. And now Roberto Sanchez. And now Cole Palmer. And now João Pedro. And now Ugarte. And now here's Rashford. And now here's Abremo. Cucurella. Now Chalobah. Now Cole Palmer now. Now here's Reece James. João Pedro. And now Caicedo. Save. Now Euro now. Here's to Bruno Fernandes. Now Cristiano Ronaldo. And now back to Chelsea again here. No goals scored so far, but both teams are going up against each other here in this match. Here's Cole Palmer here now for Chelsea. And now here's again holding it nicely here, Chelsea going forward here now. Here's Enzo Fernandez. Good block. And now Euro now. Now Bruno Fernandes. Now all the way here now to Cristiano Ronaldo. Ronaldo's through. Ronaldo shoots, but save right there for the goalkeeper. And it's going to be now a corner, by the way, in this match. Massive chance, by the way. Massive chance to put that ball slotted home. But it's going to be now a corner here for Manchester United. Now crossing the box here. Header away. And now, all the way here now to Pedro Neto. Now Cole Palmer. And now here's Gittens. All the way across in the box here. João Pedro. Oh, header. It's gone wide. And that's going to be now a corner, by the way. Corner, I think it is. It's not a corner, by the way. It's a goal kick. It's actually a goal kick. He didn't touch anybody, by the way. And now Nana. Ronaldo. And now here's a chance here for Enzo Fernandez here. Now Cole Palmer. And now here's all the way to, again, Lisandro Martinez. Now Ronaldo. Now Abramo. And that's going to be that for half time. As that's going to be that. Obviously no goals scored. Very even between United and Chelsea. No shoe and boot so far for Ronaldo in the matchup, by the way. Their major player in the team. As it ends United 0. Chelsea 0. Here we go, let's get it underway here for the second half between Manchester United and Arsenal. Now Marcus Rashford. And now Bruno Fernandes. Lisandro Martinez. And now it's a pass here now. Rashford. And now all the way here now, Chelsea here now, the ball. Cole Palmer now, running the ball here now for Chelsea. Nice little cut in here now. Could be a goal. And it is from Cole Palmer. Chelsea are in the lead in Old Trafford. And I've got to say that the Chelsea supporters and also the substitutes bench and Enzo Maresca will be very delighted about this for Chelsea in the second half, however, as well. And Cole Palmer has opened a 1-0 lead over Man United at Old Trafford here this afternoon. What a goal and what a finish. And he scored it nicely, by the way, from Cole Palmer himself in the game. And now here's Abramo. Now Ugarte. Now Caicedo. And now João Pedro. Now Caicedo now. João Pedro cut in there. Cole Palmer. And Cole Palmer puts it in the back of the net. As now Chelsea have made it now 2-0 in the game. Absolute wonderful finish. And yeah, I've got to say, cross from Pedro all the way here to Cole Palmer. And what a finish there, all the way past Onana, by the way. And it is 2-0 to Chelsea. And now here's Fernandez now. Ugarte. Mazziari. And now it's Pedro Neto. And now is Reece James. Now Bryan Bremo now. And now here's all the way to Pedro Neto. And now here's De Ligt. Clears the ball now away. Header. Now Ugarte. And now lost it back here. Here's Ronaldo now. Ball by the way here. Ronaldo. Here's Bruno Fernandes. Good defending. Now here's to again Neto. The ball. Cross in here. All the way to the goalkeeper's hands. And now to De Ligt. Now Reece James. Now Caicedo here. Now Moses Caicedo. Now Pedro Neto. Cross in here for Pedro. All the way to Onana. And now here's Bruno Fernandes. Now here's to Ugarte. Okay, now here's a control here past there now to Bruno Fernandes. Now Marcus Rashford. Cross in. Ronaldo! Oh! And that is that, by the way, for full time. As Chelsea have been absolutely delighted, by the way, to get themselves that massive 3 points. And yeah, Enzo Maresca's team will very took it really on Man United in this matchup. Really took it against them in the game, especially the 2 goals from Cole Palmer, by the way, also. And that is going to be the official ending of the game here, as it ends as Manchester United 0, Chelsea 2.
Well, full time at Old Trafford and Manchester United have been beaten again. Chelsea win it 2-0 and frankly, Andy, United never looked like scoring.
No, Rich, they didn't. Chelsea were comfortable, organised. They controlled the game. United, passive, no energy, no ideas in the final third.
Let's move on and take a look at the rest of the action from matchday 5. Plenty of goals, big shocks and some crucial results up and down the league.
A nice perfect run here for Patrick Kluivert for AFC Bournemouth. Absolute wonderful run right here for him as a little cutting pass all the way into Evanilson to score the first goal in the matchup within half an hour of the game here at the Vitality Stadium here for tonight. And then Newcastle got themselves a goal to make it 1-1 in the second half as Alexander Isak, nice little calm and composed right here, really 1v1, he took it to the keeper and he put the ball into the bottom corner, and Eddie Howe's men, he knew and knows how Bournemouth play since he managed Bournemouth of course the last few seasons ago. But as manager for Newcastle United, they've got themselves a goal here at Bournemouth at the Vitality Stadium, and Eddie Howe's team of Newcastle got themselves a point out of that game over his former club he created into a top flight team since picking them up from League 2 all the way the biggest rise in British football into the Premier League, obviously from 2015 all the way to 2019. And that's going to be that, by the way, for the end of this game between the two sides. However though, as it ends here tonight, Bournemouth 1, Newcastle 1. A nice little free kick here for Harry Kane there to Bentancur. All the way, a little hold up here to Harry Kane. Then Harry Kane Great, nice run here for Spurs into Kudos. And Kudos right there, nice header into the goal as Spurs lead the game by 1-0. And what a finish right there for Tottenham. As what an absolutely amazing finish right here for Spurs. As what an unbelievable goal. Nice run here from Harry Kane. Hits it on his weak foot into the goal, into the bottom corner. And now Spurs extend the lead by 2-0 here at the Amex Stadium. As what a run right here for Kane. And Kane right here places it in the bottom corner. Absolutely wonderful finish there for Spurs. And now it's 2-0. And also absolutely wonderful cross here for Brighton Hove Albion in the matchup, by the way. As great cross in all the way to O'Reilly to head the ball in the 94th minute to score a late goal. But however, it was not enough for Brighton Hove Albion because the game ended here as Brighton Hove Albion did lose the game, unfortunately, as it ended here at full time as Brighton 1, Spurs 2. A nice corner here now for James Ward-Prowse. Cross into the box here. Header right there for Falkirk. Headed it into the back of the net as West Ham United. What a goal for him, as now it's 1-0 to the Hammers in the match. And then, however, Crystal Palace got themselves the goal here back in the matchup as Ismail Sarr. Nice little run up here. Pass there to Wharton. Wharton there to Mateta. Mateta, weak foot into the goal. As now West Ham United 1, Crystal Palace 1 in the matchup. As now a late goal, late drama. As now the Eagles are level here at London Stadium here at West Ham. And then things got bad to worse for the home team of the Hammers. Not just that goal scored by Mateta, another late goal from the South London side of Palace as Mateta, great pass to Ismail Sarr. Ismail Sarr really done quite well here to cut the ball all the way to Eze, and Eze with a late pure drama goal at the end of the matchup really settled the tone as Crystal Palace have scored a real late goal at the end of the game to make sure Palace win the matchup. As West Ham United did not get anything, of course, in this game, as Oliver Glasner's side of Palace have been absolutely wonderful to turn the tails around here at the London Stadium, as the full-time score ends here at the London Stadium, as it ends West Ham United 1, Crystal Palace 2, all thanks to Eze, the late goal scorer, to score 2 late goals for the Palace, Mateta and Eze for the Eagles here. 2-1 the full-time score. A nice perfect run here for Leeds United there as Lucas Netcher holds it right there to Aronson. Aronson to Dan James. Then Dan James right there, lost control of it all the way there to Lassen. Lassen there, nice little hold up here for Wolverhampton Wanderers. Wolves right here put the ball nicely into the bottom corner, as what an amazing finish right there for Wolves, as absolutely wonderful right here that he has scored obviously here for Leeds United. And now Leeds United have got themselves another goal in the other end of the pitch here as Tanaka all the way right there to Wilfred Gononto, as Gononto right here scores in the 78th minute now to make Leeds United level here over Wolverhampton Wanderers in the match. And both teams have now shared a point here between the two sides. Leeds United have got themselves that away goal and also that massive crucial point for Leeds United against a team who are currently in a relegation battle within the first few games played of the season, as Wolves done okay to get the point over Leeds, but Leeds have saved themselves in the late minutes in the game to score that crucial goal to make sure Leeds be level and get a point in this matchup, enough in the Premier League to try and be a little bit better at the top end of the table, as it ends Wolves 1, Leeds 1. And now a short pass here from Sheffield United's Abdamovic there to Zeraki, all the way there to Brooks. Brooks right there, nice little hold up here there for Sheffield United. All the way there to Fraser Campbell. Fraser Campbell there, nice little cut in there to O'Hore. O'Hore puts it into the bottom corner as now Sheffield United have now made it 1-0 in the game. As what a start to the team who are currently in the relegation zone within 5 games played and also 0 points in the Premier League. But that goal right there is crucial for Sheffield United for any chance for them to obviously get their first win of the Premier League season, get their season right up underway, of course, for the Blades in the matchup. And a goal kick in the matchup here for Sheffield United. There's Cooper right here trying to pass the ball short here to one of his players for Sheffield United, and it backfired Cooper as now Sheffield United have gave away a goal as Chris Wood caught the goalkeeper, made a mistake right there at the back, and Wood had the ball and put it into the back of the net. And then Nottingham Forest, nice little hold up here, all the way to Morgan Gibbs-White here for Forest. Nice little hold up there to Dodoy. And then Dodoy scored an absolute massive finish right here for Forest. As now Don Dodoy has now made it 2-1 to the Forest in the game. And now it's 2-1 in the matchup here at Bramall Lane. The full-time whistle officially blew here in the matchup between the two sides in the game, as it ended here between Sheffield United and also Nottingham Forest, as it ends Sheffield United 1, Nottingham Forest 2 as the full-time score at Bramall Lane. Nice hold up here for Brentford as Damsgaard, nice pass there to Wissa. Wissa little cut in, and then Wissa right here put the ball right into the bottom corner, as now Brentford have now made it 1-0 in the game here at Craven Cottage. As what a finish right here for Wissa in the back of the net. What a goal, and also what a finish right here for him. And I pass there to Damsgaard there to Shane right here, trying to win it back here for Fulham. Fulham here to Adama Traore, and then Traore there lost it back there to Damsgaard. Damsgaard there to Henderson, and then Fabio Carvajal there to Damsgaard, back to Carvajal, and then Carvajal all cut in there to Wissa, and Wissa is unbelievably put the ball into the goal, as now it's 2-0 to Brentford. And what a goal right there for him, as the Bees of Brentford have been absolutely wonderful in that game. As yes, what a finish, what a goal, and it is 2-0 to Brentford. And I'll hold up here for Brentford here as Jordan Henderson trying to win the ball and trying to go forward. And then Raul Jimenez, nice little run here right here for Fulham. As Jimenez there, little cut in there to Domitiore. And Domitiore put the ball past Ramsdale, and now Fulham is back of the game here at Craven Cottage. And then they'll hold up here to Lewis Porter there, all the way to Wissa. Wissa, nice little play here, hold up here for him to sweaty it all the way to Fabio Carvajal, and then Carvajal scored, and now it's 3-1 to Brentford. As what a goal right here for Fabio Carvajal, and it is 3-1 to the Bees. And then however Brentford have been absolutely holding nicely here, as a pass there to Wissa. Wissa there looking for options to try and score, and he did it all upon himself there and went past the goalkeeper of Fulham, Bert Leno, and now it's 4-1. So the score, by the way, at full time here between Brentford and also Fulham here at Craven Cottage in the West London derby. A real local derby between the two sides, and Brentford down the road have scored 4 past a team who are only 10-minute drive from Brentford at Hounslow, as it ends Fulham 1, Brentford 4. Nice little hold up here for Aston Villa as John McGinn all the way there to Ollie Watkins. A great hit right there from Watkins. Nice control as John McGinn lobbed the ball all the way to an onside position to Ollie Watkins. Nice little control, hit it in the bottom corner, and now Villa have now made it 1-0 here at the King Power Stadium. And then, however, nice run here from Patson Daka for Leicester City to put the ball right past the goalkeeper of Emiliano Martinez. As now the score between the two sides here is level, 1-1 here at the King Power Stadium. And what an amazing run right here from Patson Daka. And now it's level pegging in the matchup, and the score is the score here at the King Power. It is 1-1 in the game here for this evening. A nice run here from Leicester City as Mevedidi right here for Leicester found a great pass all the way into James Maddison in the matchup, as Leicester City, nice little cut in there to Patson Daka, and he hit the ball right into the goal, as now Leicester City are now 2-1 up in the matchup here at the King Power Stadium. A nice little hold up here from Ollie Watkins here for Aston Villa. Nice little hold up pass there to Leon Bailey. And Leon Bailey right here tried to shoot, but Schmeichel right there got there, and then however rebounded back into Watkins' feet, and he hit the ball past the keeper there from that rebound chance there from the Leicester keeper to save it for the Foxes. And then the finish right there for Watkins makes it 2-2 in the game, as what a goal for Unai Emery's men. And the full-time score at the end of the matchup here at the King Power Stadium, as it ended a very fair game between Leicester City and also Aston Villa. Both teams took it against each other, but however, both teams unfortunately have to settle a point in this game, as the full-time score ends here at the King Power Stadium, as it ends Leicester City 2, Aston Villa 2 as a full-time score, as Patson Daka scored 2 and Watkins scored 2 for both sets of teams here this afternoon.
Premier League. Matchday 5 results. Man United 0-2. Chelsea take all 3 points with a strong away performance. Liverpool 5-0. Everton a ruthless Merseyside derby demolition. Bournemouth 1-1. Newcastle points shared on the south coast. Brighton 1-2. Tottenham Hotspur Spurs continue their strong form with another win. West Ham 1-2. Crystal Palace keep climbing with another impressive victory. Wolves 1-1. Leeds United. Both sides settle for a draw at Molineux. Sheffield United 1-2. Nottingham Forest leave with the win. Sheffield United's struggles continue. Fulham 1-4, Brentford run riot in the West London derby. Leicester City 2-2, Aston Villa, a dramatic draw at the King Power. Arsenal 0-1, Manchester City edge past Arsenal in a tight tactical battle. Alright, let's take a look at how the Premier League table shapes up after matchday 5. And there's movement everywhere at the top. Starting at the summit, no change. Tottenham Hotspur remain top of the Premier League, 5 games played, and they are still setting the pace. Right behind them, Chelsea climb into second, a huge statement victory at Old Trafford, pushing them firmly into the title discussion. In 4th place, despite that 5-0 demolition in the Merseyside derby, Liverpool stay in the top 4, keeping themselves well in the hunt. Further down, Leeds United hold on to 6th, the draw at Molineux enough to keep them in those early European spots. And into the mid-table race, Brentford move up into 9th, 9 fueled by that dominant 4-1 win over Fulham. Newcastle sit just behind them in 10th, after earning a point away to Bournemouth. So, Spurs stay top, Chelsea rise, Liverpool steady, Leeds hold strong, and Brentford and Newcastle round out the top 10. The table is taking shape, and matchday 6 is already looking huge. Alright, let's take a look at how the Premier League table shapes up after matchday 5. And there's movement everywhere at the top. Starting at the summit, no change. Tottenham Hotspur remain top of the Premier League, 5 games played, and they are still setting the pace. Right behind them, Chelsea climb into second, a huge statement victory at Old Trafford, pushing them firmly into the title discussion. In fourth place, despite that 5-0 demolition in the Merseyside derby, Liverpool stay in the top four, keeping themselves well in the hunt. Further down, Leeds United hold on to sixth, the draw at Molineux enough to keep them in those early European spots. And into the mid-table race, Brentford move up into ninth, fueled by that dominant 4-1 win over Fulham. Newcastle sit just behind them in 10th, after earning a point away to Bournemouth. So, Spurs stay top, Chelsea rise, Liverpool steady, Leeds hold strong, and Brentford and Newcastle round out the top 10. The table is taking shape, and matchday 6 is already looking huge. That's all from Premier League tonight. Thanks for joining us. We'll be back after matchday 6 with more drama, more goals, and more twists in the table. Good night.